Hello everyone, welcome to A Moment in Time with Taylor. I have a few things planned for this broadcast today. Let me get some stuff prepared as you guys file in. We're gonna have some fun. Katie, yes! I know. It took me a long time to get all this footage together and ready, but I got it. And I grabbed the book, and I had to set all this up. I had to come out here and get the laptop and the tripods and charge all my devices and all of that. But we are here now. Hi Ryan. Hey Nick. Thanks for inviting Katie. Welcome to Periscope, Joeel. Puppy, yeah, the dog. See? I can't see myself right now. It is pretty, isn't it? Oh, I love this place. You want to see the puppy? Okay, hang on. Stand by. Stand by, please. I guess either one is okay. Sorry. Stand by. Testing. Okay. Thank you for the hearts. So I'll get the heart race going in a little bit when there's some more people sending hearts. Hey, thanks for the super hearts, Katie. And hello, Axel Lisang. Cool name. I'm in Hawaii. Where are you in the world? You see the dog? Is she there? Why can't I see myself? There we go. Stop that. Okay. Oh, she just laid down. Oop, there she is. Hi, Chesney. I can't see her head. Let's see if I can get her to come over. Probably not. She kind of does what she wants. That's why I like her. What's the problem between my dog and the beach? It's not my dog. And I love this dog, and I don't want to go to the beach because I want to hang out with the dog. Thanks for the super hearts, Gio. The subject. So there's going to be some different things. Hey, Cozy. Hey, Alsha. So Hammer, the subjects, there's going to be, well, first, actually, I want to give a shout out to all the new people on this list that went to femyoga.com and supported this channel. So we have Tila Trouble. She contributed at the gold level. We have Dorita, my wifey. She sent $30. Aaron added another $10 to his sponsorship level. We have Justin, who sponsored for another silver level, and Latanya, who re-upped her basic sponsorship. So she does hers monthly. So if you're interested in supporting this channel, if you like the content, if you're brand new, give it a minute. You'll see what the content is like. You can go to femyoga.com and support that way, or you can send super hearts, which I do have to pay 30% of that to Periscope. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to contribute. Remember that it's a lot more efficient if you do go to femyoga.com. So content today, I'm going to show you some of the footage that I took yesterday as well as some pictures, and then I'm thinking if we have some time I would like to talk about this book. For anyone who doesn't know, I read a new book every single week, and I'd like to do some more work on this book because tonight I'm doing the Luau celebration for 20,000 followers, and they said that I'm not allowed to video. So we're going to use influence. We're going to use the psychology of persuasion and see if we can't get them to bend the rules a little bit for us here on this channel, okay? A little bit, tiny bit of Francais. Well, it's not donations, it's actually an exchange, so it's like buying the content. It's almost like paying for like your Netflix or whatever it may be. I can't be on here 3 hours a day giving you positive content to help you reach your goals for free. So people who find value in the content, they support at the website. But if you're brand new, you haven't gotten any value yet, so I wouldn't expect you to give. I would just expect you to see what it's all about, and if you jive with it, if you like it, obviously follow me, and after a while, once you've gotten at least $5 of value from me, then you can go to the website and sign up or sponsor there. And you can also sign up for my newsletter, my YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff is on my website as well. Tell them Ed will send them $1,000 if I miss that. Dog butt. Ooh, oh, there she is. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Get some love. Come say hi. Oh, you guys can't see her. I can't really angle it that way. What do you think, girl? She's like, yeah, I think that I don't want to be pet right now. It's hot. Scratching her butt. Sorry, no dogs for you guys. Only me. Okay. Let's see the puppers. You're only going to see her butt. She doesn't want her head to be in the movie for some reason. That's okay, Cozy. You have to get your money together so you can come to America and then we can meet, which is even better than sponsoring, right? Okay. And we get to almost see a dog, too. Oh my god. That was a good one. That was good. That was good. All right. So let's see. How's the heart race looking? You guys sending hearts? All right. We got some hearts. It's not the best heart race I've ever seen, but let's get it up here. Boom. All right. There we go. Wow, look at you, Alsha. You are pumping the hearts. Thank you. Whose dog is it? It's the place that I'm staying. It's my host's dog, and she's really sweet, and I love her. Okay, so let's look at some footage, shall we? We'll start out with some pictures. So this was where I went to eat at a place called Pineapples in Hilo, and everything smells like pineapples, tastes like pineapples. I don't know the breed of the dog, but it's whatever perfect breed is, because she's perfect, and I love her. I got a pork tacos with pineapples on top, and it was actually kind of flavorless, but the pineapples tasted delicious, and the beans were pretty good too. The beer was good. It was a nice restaurant, so I took a little picture there. You can see that on my Instagram and Twitter as well. This I thought was a funny little sticker that I saw on the cash register of a place that we went to eat, where it's musubi is a dish that they have here. Hey, Amber! Mwah, hello! And thank you for all the super hearts, Gio. So this is funny because it's musu bae, and it's like two musubis holding hands, and they're in love with each other because they're bae. And I thought that was really cute. Thanks for the super hearts, Amber. No, I actually don't have a dog, Tim, but for anyone who doesn't know, yesterday was National Dog Day, and I meant to do a scope with this dog, and I forgot. So we're one day belated on National Dog Day. And Amber is bae. All right. So then I took some pictures. I actually did get in the ocean, and I know no one would believe me, so I took pictures as evidence. This was the green sand beach, and don't worry, I took videos as well, but this is, I just took a few photos of myself at different angles. Okay, Cozy, have a good day. I have not seen any dolphins, but I did see a turtle, which I'll show you in a minute too. So my hair is wet, so that's my evidence, right? Boom. It was beautiful, but you can see here that you had to like climb down into this cliff thing to get down there. I was so happy. Oh, Alsha's been here. Cool. Yep, this is a green sand beach. This is called Mahana Beach. We had to take a really long, crazy truck ride in the back of a pickup truck to get here, and it was amazing. I took a video of it. Do we know why it's green? Google knows. I forget the reason. There's no service there. That's true, Alsha. Exactly. That's why I had to do it this way instead of doing it live. You've been in California's ocean, kind of chilly. Oh, the weather. I mean, the water here is perfect, Gio. It is so nice and warm, and it hasn't felt cold to me at all. Oh, I love you too. Thanks for inviting Nikki Sparkles. Less humans, more dogs. And then that's kind of like looking up from where we had to climb down to get down onto the beach. Was it an hour down? An hour down. I don't know what you mean to drive. It was like 20, 30 minutes. Why did I go alone? I love traveling alone, actually. If you don't travel alone, I highly recommend it. Okay, and those are the pictures I already showed you last time. Whoa! Sorry, there's a bug near me. Okay, so you saw the pictures. I'm back. Hello. Thank you, Ja. If you haven't traveled alone, I highly recommend giving it a try. My first solo trip was to Arizona, and I'll never look back. I loved it so much. Nope, I'm not home. I'm still in Hawaii. Oh, okay. Hello, Japan, and goodbye. I did climb down, yep. Hi, Beyond. Sergio, you're asking me cat or dog? There's a dog here. I have a cat. What was that? Oh, that was a picture of me and my cat. Hey, DJ Sleep, how are ya? Okay, so now let's look at some videos. Now the screen is going to get really trippy and crazy looking, but don't worry, videos will come shortly after. In the last picture, yeah, that was me and my cat. Traveling alone is so much easier. Yeah, nope, I didn't visit any other islands. Yeah, because you don't have to coordinate around anyone else's schedule. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Why does it not say that I'm following you? Oh, I am following you. That's weird that it was saying that I wasn't. I am absolutely loving Hawaii. I'm so obsessed with it. Thanks for the super hearts, Ed. Hey, M. Lewis. You've never done solo trips unless it was local. Geo, I highly recommend it. I can't say it enough. You live in Arizona and you love it. Yes. Big kitty, I know. He's big. That's a big ass cat. I know, guys. Enormous cat. You guys, all right, you want to see the rest of the pictures? You guys must have missed the other day when I showed these. I was trying to get a picture of me with him. That's about as good as it got. All right, anyway, back to what we were talking about. That's a dog cat. Actually, he does act like a dog, too. He thinks he's a dog. He'll, like, let you rub his belly and everything. He's very sweet. Okay, we're back. So now let's look at some vids. All right, like I said, the screen's going to get crazy, but don't freak out. There will be videos very soon. Direct flight to Hawaii? No, I had to take, like, 3 flights to get here. Okay, so we'll just go down the list. These are actually going to be the most recent videos first, so we're going to go back in time here. So this was the sun setting. Literally, I caught the last like minute of the sun setting into the ocean. I tried to scope this, but it was weird. It said there was 0 people in the room. I couldn't see comments or hearts, but I could see some of your bubbles in the bottom. It was really weird. When you go on a solo trip, you just spend time in your hotel room. How come, Karja? I mean, I spent a lot of time in my room today preparing this video for you guys. So you can literally just watch. I mean, this is real time. This isn't sped up or anything. This is just like, So I was trying to scope it. So I scoped like the first few seconds, and then I just deleted that scope because it was so glitchy and weird. So I just made this video instead, and you can literally watch it all the way to just where that little last tippy top of the sun just dips behind the ocean. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. I wish that I caught it a little earlier because when it's higher in the sky, it lights up the ocean in a really pretty line. So I'm thinking tonight, I'm hoping at the luau I'll have a view of the sunset and I'll be able to film that. I think mainly at the luau what they don't want me to film is like the performances, like the hula dancers, the fire juggler kind of things, the knife dancing, like all that stuff, because they want people to have to go there to see it, not just be able to watch it online. That is my guess, but we'll have to see. All right, I'll just see if I can skip through the videos like this. Nope, that's not right. We already saw that one. I don't know if I'll be able to skip like this. Here we go. So this is the video from the back of the pickup truck. Now this is a pretty long video, just to give you an idea of how long this ride was to get to the green sand beach. We're in the back of this pickup truck, and we're driving down dirt roads. We drove over the craziest volcanic rocks, and it was gorgeous. You can see the ocean from there. You can see like there's grass, there's like a desert, there's just all this crazy stuff. But this sand or this dirt that you're seeing there, that was blowing everywhere. We were all completely covered in like a film of this dirt. It was disgusting. My purse, I mean, everything, every part of me. And I actually did get to scope this for a little while, so this is in my, yeah, I scoped it anyway, exactly. I did scope this one. I was able to get a little service, but it was pretty, you guys kept saying it was cutting out and really bad. So I'm just basically, this is just me filming it from the other day. It was crazy. I literally, my butt hurts this morning. It was like a wooden bench, and every bump that you went over, you'd like lift up off of the bench and smash your butt right back down. The dog I fell in love with is the dog that's next to me right now, but I'm not showing me right now because I'm showing footage from yesterday. So this was the ride back from the green sand beach, but it's the same way that we had to go to get there. And I was just like, you guys would not believe what it took to get to this. Oh no! Let me stop the heart race because I think. Oh wait, sorry. Let me pause the video. I think I have to stop the heart race because we're getting error messages that there's not enough memory and to get us back. Thanks for the super hearts, Amber. I just need one person to confirm that we are back in business and we can keep on going. Salam. I know, I have to upgrade my RAM, I guess. I literally restarted my computer right before this. We're back? Okay, cool, Alsha. All right, I'm going to keep going. Sorry if some of you are still in the loop. If you leave and come back in, you'll be able to see everything again. So hopefully this is going to work for us. Let me close the pictures too. I'm just going to try to close everything that I can. All right, let's try this again. Continue where we left off with the video. Your whole screen is green. If you leave and come back in, you should be okay. Yeah. So we're back in the dirt road. It was so windy too. That's why I was like blowing around, and that's why the dirt was blowing all over us too. These waves were huge. You can barely tell from the video, but they were massive waves. Yeah, see, Alsha said she was sore the next day from that ride. I was too. I woke up, I'm like, why does my butt hurt? And I was like, oh yeah. I had to ride in the back of this pickup truck. Because if you think about it, I mean, I scoped this for a couple minutes before I started this video. And this video is 24 minutes long, and we had to do it there and back. So we were in this thing for like an hour. And they claim it was 3 miles. They said it's a 3-mile hike. I'm like, 3 miles? You think it takes a half hour to drive 3 miles? No. It's a lot further than 3 miles. Ed's butt hurts too. Ed is butt hurt. Or he was. Isn't it gorgeous? So look at that water. Look at the blue. And the way it's crashing. It's just gorgeous. Katie. Got him. So I kind of try to go back and forth between the ocean and then the landscape and the road. I'm trying to kind of show you this crazy road that we're on. You can tell by how shaky the camera is, but I mean, we were like uphill, downhill, through giant holes, and way more than 3 miles. Exactly, Alsha. I even asked them at the end, I'm like, how long was that? They're like, 3 miles. I'm like, no, stop lying. We were talking about how your butt hurt, Ed. I said my butt hurt from this ride, and then they said you are butt hurt. Hey, thanks for the super hearts, Marcus. Appreciate you. So this is me attempting to scope the road. That was not easy. It's not easy to hold on for dear life. Try not to fall out of the truck and film. I actually rebooted right before this, Abby. I rebooted before I started the scope. You missed nothing, Katie. Or Ed. The colors are relaxing, right? It's like that beautiful blue, and then it's like a desert. And you'll see, we'll get there in a few minutes to this. It's like a black boulders, I don't know, like a field of just volcanic rock that we're just driving over. And I'm like, this does not seem safe. Look at the size of those holes in the road. We were driving through these holes like, you should see, I mean, the truck is like tipping over. At the end, there was a truck behind us, which was cool because I was able to film that truck. So you could see kind of what it looks like for the actual vehicle to be going through. I mean, it felt like we were going to fall out. Yeah, it's like a safari. I mean, if you have motion sickness, you're probably not going to like this very much. It was intense. So see that? See the dirt blowing? That was just covering us. Ed, I just told you. You weren't listening again? I mean, how many times do I have to say the same thing just because you're not paying attention? Mr. I wanted to get work done. I know, I already repeated it once. It's becoming less funny every time I have to repeat it. This is Mahana Beach in Hawaii. Or actually, this is on the way back from Mahana Beach, back towards South Point Road. Ed, you tried to watch all those replays the other day, like 5 replays going, and you still are like half the number of paperclip. Did you get you on the way back about the real green sand pay extra for? What is that, Alsha? I don't think I understood what you said there. Okay, here's what I'm reading. Did you get you on the way back about the real green sand pay extra for? I don't know what that means. All right, there, you can kind of see that vehicle. Why does this look so trippy? This is like weirdly distorted. Do you see that? Is anyone else seeing that, or am I just like hungover? William, you need to learn manners. Who are you? Sounds like William needs nothing. I'm nothing. I don't know you, William. Who are you? Why don't you tell us about yourself and why you mad? Katie is my life. Oh god, this is great. This is great. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Oh yeah, you can definitely block that dude. You don't even need to kick him. I hope he comes back so you can do it again. You know what Sean likes doing? Broad Ripple P Loki. He likes to kick people repeatedly. Like he likes to kick them and they come back in and he never blocks them. He just constantly kicks them because he thinks it's hilarious. Okay, so see these three guys right here? They wanted a ride and our truck was full. So one of them just like jumped on the back and he rode the whole rest of the way with us. I was so impressed that he was able to hold on like that. I don't know why it's so like distorted. It's kind of tripping me out. It's doing that for you too, right? There are better green sands on the way back, but you have to pay extra to see it. What? No, they didn't say that to me. The truck is weird. See, look at the guy. Look at this guy. He's chasing us. Oh yeah, and then the two other guys were like, nah, we're not gonna do it. And this guy just latched on. And I was like, I have to definitely film this guy. Ed. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, William, thanks for the entertainment. Looks like William's the one who needs the life. No, I didn't block him. That was Ed. Ed kicked him. That's kind of what I was thinking too. Is Katie's. It's like, come on, I want to kick someone. You got robbed? Oh, really? It wasn't better? Those are his friends. They're just like, bye. Just like Mad Max, yes. There's plenty of William to kick around. Exactly. I didn't want to like too openly film him, but at the same time I was like, this is actually pretty impressive that he's sitting on the back of the truck and he's holding on with one arm like the whole way. I mean, this, as you can see, we're going for another like, 15 minutes. Everyone that we drove by that was walking just looked so miserable. They were like, why didn't we get the shuttle? Why did we walk? We're such idiots. We saw people walking with kids. I mean, the guy's white hat that you keep seeing, those people had to jump back in. And they had to jump in. They had walked with their kids. It was a little patch of green sand. Oh my gosh, Elsha. Well, I'm glad they didn't do that to us. I mean, we probably wouldn't have anyway. We were so sick of being in that truck. We were like, this is ridiculous. Globe Trekker. Yeah, look at this. See how deep this like cavern is that we're driving through? Why does it look all trippy? That's so weird. I can't tell if it's doing that for you guys or not, but I think it is. Okay, so here we're getting towards the crazy boulders, volcanic rocks. They're gorgeous. So we're going from like the brown area to more of like a black kind of landscape. Yep, Fear and Loathing in Hawaii. Guys, where are we going to have our GMT summit? Hey, Lotus, my relationship with the dog. I mean, it's going okay. She doesn't really want anything to do with me right now, but we're still in love. Yeah, why is it all twisty looking like that? I don't know why it's like that. I didn't edit this or anything. This is just the raw footage. Raw and uncut. Then we go down a big hill. We all think we're going to die. People are screaming. I have a little tiny girl next to me just holding onto my leg. Lotus, where do you live? All right, we're gonna do GMT at Lotus's house. I liked that tree bush thing. Yes, the inflatable men. Yes. Yeah, it was definitely a kick. I didn't do anything. I'm not about to touch that guy. I know Katie will chop my hand off if I try to block him. You live in Sacramento? Oh, okay. Yeah, it said blocked. It should have said kicked. Kicked by the broadcaster, I thought, but I don't know. It was definitely, I mean, Ed definitely did a kick. I saw Ed's command. I didn't read what Eggbot said, though. You see the dirt? It was hard to film because I couldn't really have my eyes open most of the time. Invite him. Follow him, invite him, and then kick him. Chewbacca over here. Where are the people at? What, in the truck or walking or? I mean, this is like very desolate. Only crazy people walk this. Those waves are big too over there. There's some people for you, Abby. Some crazy people that are walking. Oh, but that's what I was saying. So there was a family that had walked there with their little kids and they caught a ride with us back. But there was no room, so they had to sit in like the bottom. They had to sit on the floor. Troller of Trolls. That's a good one. No underscores though. You know the rules. Oh, you can't bike this. No, you can't bike this. The rocks, you just can't bike over rocks like that. It's weird, DJ, because it's the same. I didn't change any settings. Well, it wasn't dusty in May. Interesting. I wonder if it was you were getting more rain around that time. You need to be around people? Okay, Abby. There's people in the truck with us. I don't know what you're talking about, Ed. I'm totally lost now. You're talking about a penis picture hitting some guy in the head? I'm lost. But look at these waves. They're gorgeous. I'm hungry. I'm going to go get lunch after this. I'm afraid of the sun today, you guys, because I got a little sunburnt yesterday. Oh, that's going to be your profile picture. Okay, okay. Now I'm tracking. Sorry. I'm a little slow today since Katie egged me on last night. Blame it on her. Trying to tell me I had to catch up. I couldn't find my way home. Woke up the whole house when I came home. Dog was barking at me. I'm like, ah. It's so vast and empty. I know a drone would be cool. You know what, Abby? It's interesting. Oh, here you go. Look at this. We're driving on this. I'm like, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? Oh, wait, we're not on them yet, but we do go on to that. We're literally driving over it. Looks like Mexico's Baja Peninsula. Interesting. It's hard to scope and pay attention. Practice, practice, practice. Yeah, I do. Yeah, Ed. I lose my thought every time someone comments, and it depends. Like if I'm tired, it's even worse. If I've been drinking, it's worse. If I'm hungover, it's worse. It's just like it depends. Sometimes in my A game, like I can finish my thought, read every comment, boom, 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 but not always. I miss a lot. I try to catch it, but it's hard. Yep, we're literally just driving on this. Like, okay, yep, that's fine. Oh, thanks, Ed. That's sweet. And there's like random patches of green. Isn't that beautiful? Like how is grass growing out of this right now? I don't understand. One of the girls in the truck had motion sickness, and we're all like, "Oh God, please don't have a problem." Oh, at night, yeah, the sun was actually like starting to set just a little bit as we were getting back, and they were saying it was going to set any moment. We're like, "Oh God." Yeah, it's hard to pay attention to comments and get your thoughts out. You know, look at that wave. That one was huge. And then we got stuck. We just like stopped. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll film this plant. I know this is a dumb question, but like, it doesn't have anything to do with the wind, right? Like, why is it all trippy like that? It's so weird. I can't stop. Oh, hey, Bran. I'm in Hawaii right now. This footage was from yesterday on the way back from Mahana Beach, which is the green sand beach near the south point of the island, which is actually, it's called Kale, and it's the southernmost point of the United States. I believe you, Katie. You know I'm always on Team Katie. Well, I'm on Team Edward, too. Team Edward is funnier to say because it's an actual thing. The water is so blue, Gio. It's gorgeous. And look at these rocks. I bet you appreciate this because you're into geology. Oh, and thanks for sending super hearts to Kelly yesterday. That was really nice, Gio. You were her first super heart ever. Minerals in the ground feed the green. That's crazy. And then you could see the sun was like just starting to come down. I thought it looked really pretty, so I took a couple sun shots, like 2 or 3, I think. Give you the big picture. You're in Texas? Nice, Bren. I've actually never been to Texas. Do you like it there? Have you lived there your whole life? You need peanut butter because you got the jelly? I wish I wasn't in this crazy truck so it wasn't so shaky. My computer's going to overheat. I got to migrate a little bit. Hey, Unique. Yes, exactly. Yep. It is a gold mine. I mean, I feel like you could spend like a month just exploring this one island, let alone all the other islands. I've heard great things about Kauai, Maui, Oahu. Sorry if I missed comments. I have to move a little bit because the sun's creeping over to me and my laptop is going to overheat. There we go. All right, so there's the truck that came behind us so you can get a feel for how crazy it was. You look forward to hearing more from KK? Who's KK? You moved to Texas 1 year. You're from New Mexico. Okay, how do you like Texas? You could spend a week just exploring Kona. Wow. Brutal and honest. Just that's Katie to a T. Is that who we're talking about? There's probably high amounts of energy from the rocks and ocean altering the video. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Alsha, yes. I've been hearing so many awesome things about Kauai. Hey, Ben's List, what is that picture of? It's nice? Okay. Do you like it better than New Mexico, or did you like New Mexico better? Lisa, also nice. KK is the woman with the macaw. Oh, she calls herself KK? Interesting. I called her Kelly. Oh, you guys are talking about Elisa? Sorry, that's my bad. That's not Rosie O'Donnell. That is not Rosie O'Donnell, Ben. They're so wavy. I know, like, I can't even watch this. It's making me sick. Texas is better? Okay, good to know. Maui is your favorite. Okay, that's good to know, too. Sister Wives, there we go. Ed, you're so delayed. Texas already got a hurricane. It's already gone down to a tropical storm now. KK was her Periscope name? Oh, was it? I didn't even notice that. I had to go back to this guy. I'm like, this guy's still holding on. You would feel bad riding and seeing others walking? Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't free. We had to pay 20 bucks for it. The handsome little boy. Nope, I'm not back in New York. I'm still in Hawaii. Easy, dessert. Why you mad? Speaking of Texas, I lived in Fort Worth as a baby. Oh, cool. Who? Oh, who is the handsome little boy? Oh, I don't know. Just some guy that randomly jumped onto the truck at the last moment. Yeah, he was. He was like, my arm, like, because I said, I was like, I'm actually impressed that you're still holding on. And he was like, my arm hurts so bad. That's why he was like hanging. You kind of saw it just a minute ago. He was like hanging by just his hands, just like stretching his arms and his muscles. He was like, ah. I was surprised he didn't flip around and start using his other arm more. Oh, that's Katie. Yep, that's Katie. I like your haircut, Katie. Long on top, short all around the sides. But that guy didn't pay. The guy that jumped on the back, he didn't pay anything. He just like stole a ride and was like, thanks, and left. I was like, hey. Oh, you got it just for me? I totally love it. I have to get my husband to get that cut. Yeah, exactly, Abby. Yeah, even hanging onto the back of the truck is way better than having to walk it. It's crazy. And look at this. This just felt like we were in the desert. It's like tumbleweeds. I'm sorry for the distortion. I wish I wasn't doing that. I don't know if there's a way. If James pops in or when I see James again, I'll have to ask him if he can help me figure out how to clear it up. Oh, you and him are twins? Nice. I can see the resemblance. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Oh, you're talking about my husband? Or this dude on the back of the truck? Would have bit his hands if he didn't pay. Yeah, she didn't even seem to notice that he jumped on. Here we go. Yeah, now we're getting back to the parking lot. You would walk if you had dogs? I wouldn't make the dogs do that long of a walk, though. It's far as heck. And it's exposed. There's, like, no shade. And now Geo is singing Home on the Range. So here we are, back in the parking lot. So that's the longest video I have. So you made it. You made it through the long one. A little bit grueling, I know. I'm on a 20-second delay? Really? That's weird. All right, so here is Green Sand Beach. It was so windy. It was really hard to keep my hands still. And this is where we had taken that truck to and left. So this was the most beachy beach that I had found so far. See that? Nice sand. It was gorgeous. As soon as I got there, I just ran full speed into the ocean. Partially because I was hot and dirty, and partially because I really had to pee. So I was like, go! Full speed ahead! And that's why I actually went all the way in. You're welcome. Random knowledge. This is from up a little bit. We had to, oh, actually, I think I filmed myself walking through this. So I came down partway and then I started filming. So I came down this far. There's like a little ladder in the beginning, but the rest is just figuring out a good foothold. People, yay! Yeah, I peed in the ocean. The delay is driving you crazy? I'm sorry. Why is it driving you crazy? The climb, yeah. Climbing back up was definitely harder than going down. But it was fun. I kind of like rock climbing. Black sand, white sand, gypsum sand, and pink sand, but not of green sand. Yep, this is green sand. So this is the things that you had to like go down. So I was trying to get my feet. I'm like, yep, I'm literally in flip-flops. I thought I was going to a beach. And I'm like going down through this thing in a dress and sandals, holding my phone in one hand. Trying not to die with the other hand. And these aren't smooth either. They look pretty smooth, but it's pretty rough. The rocks are rough. And it's windy as crap, so my phone's blowing all around. It is cool, right? Thought it was pretty cool too. That's why I scoped it. And I was like, feet, my feet. That's volcanism for you. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And then here we go. We got there. We got to the bottom. Why am I like turning it so fast? There's people for you, Abby. Oh yeah, the ocean took me down once too. I didn't take my shoes off and I just like fell. Like, oops. So that's the green sand. It's not very green in my opinion. I was like, well, this was a waste. Yeah, you were scared going down, yeah. Wow, I can't believe I didn't like hold those shots longer. I'm such a dunce. Oh, this one was good. I'm sorry that I didn't get better shots of that for you guys. We'll have to get some nice images of it. This is called the Holy Eye Sea Arch, and this is created by a volcano. And what's cool about this is that this will collapse into the ocean one day, guaranteed. This happens sometimes, and then they collapse. But this one's been around a while, and it will collapse one day, so this is temporary. You know, it's cool to see something that you know won't be there forever. You want me to see Kenyan beaches? We'll see. We'll see, Arknell. So I filmed this for a while because I thought this was just absolutely gorgeous. And this was the day before when I went to go see the volcanoes. Yeah, it is amazing, right? It makes up for all the crazy shots from the last one. It's still really windy, though. Like, when you're this close to the ocean, the wind is just... An arch has already collapsed, yeah? Exactamundo. I should... Okay, Art, now we'll see. And then... Oh, and I just wanted to show you down the cliff. Back to the sea arch. And if you stick around, you'll see a sea turtle in the water. Like California, I don't know if California is going to collapse into the ocean. It's so gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. But on this side of the island here that you're seeing here, this is more on the east side. Oops. Oh yeah, that was the volcano. That's the crater. Or no, that's actually where the ocean entry is. So that's the best shot that I could get of ocean entry lava for you guys. It's basically just the steam that comes up from where the lava meets the ocean. I couldn't get any closer. Unless I wanted to take an 11-mile hike through sulfur gas. And I didn't want to do that, so this is what you get instead. It's crazy how fast I move. Like, it didn't feel like I was moving that fast, panning around, but I need to learn how to slow my roll. Malta's the Azure window arch collapsed this past March. Oh, interesting. That's cool. The blue next to the rocks, yeah, it's gorgeous. But that's what I was going to say. There's not a lot of beaches on the east side of the island. It's like this. It's a lot more like cliffs, rock faces. It's really rocky. It's rainier on this side of the island also. Cloudier, wetter in general. The side that I'm on now is more like the beach side, so. Alright, so now I'm trying to find the turtle in the camera. It's having a little bit of a hard time. I was like, wait, zoom out again? Okay, try to find it. I could see it in real life, but it was hard to find it in the camera, because I was like, wait, what wave is it near? Like, what is it? Where is this? There he is. Up a little bit. Up, up, up. You see him? That little brown thing? There he is. He just came up to get some air. Poked his little head up. Whoop! Poked his head up, got some air, and then he dives right back down. You would have been 20 feet back? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's like, the ledge is pretty high up. It's like higher than my hips. So it wasn't like I was on the edge. There was like a ledge there. So he dove back in. So that was all we got to see of him. But it's pretty cool. Sea turtle in its natural environment. And back to the sea arch. Because it's just so pretty, I couldn't stop filming it. I filmed it for another 5 minutes. Aloha, Tina. Welcome back, Nick. It's so gorgeous, Tina. Absolutely gorgeous. I think I might have actually walked away from it for a minute and come back, but I can't remember. It is beautiful. Très jolie. Hi, John. Is it blocked off? Is what blocked off? See, this is like the ledge that I'm standing behind. I thought the rocks were really cool looking, so I tried to get some close-ups of them. You didn't get that close? Oh, really? It was amazing. Look how blue the water is. The rocks are cool. Thank you, Nick, for having appreciation for the rocks. I'm sure Gio has appreciation too. The arch. No. You mean like could you walk out onto it? No. I mean it wasn't blocked off, but I don't know. You'd have to I don't know. It wouldn't be safe. I didn't see anyone trying. Oh yeah, I did walk away a little bit to show like these, just how cool all the rocks in the landscape looked. Green sea turtle is known as hilau. Okay, hilau. So I walked over to show you guys where, like as close as you could get to the ocean entry lava. They had a little like fence up. You could walk past it, but it was an 11-mile hike. And it's completely exposed, not a single thing of shade. Thanks, Aaron. And thank you for your support, Aaron. I put you on the list here. Once this video is over, you'll see the list of sponsors again, and you're up there. You're higher than Nick now. Just saying. Yeah, Gio. Yeah, I subscribed to your YouTube channel. You'd want to sit on the edge of the arch, but Abby, it's gonna break into the ocean any without warning. It is interesting the places plants can grow. One of the first things that grows, it's because the rocks are porous. When it rains, the rain drips down through the holes in the rocks, and then the roots will actually grow like through the holes in the rocks and reach down into like caverns below, which is really cool. You fell in love with Flash? Me too, Dusty. In the platonic kind of way. Super awesome. Yeah, so this is the little boundary where you could walk by to go see the ocean entry, but your face is porous. Mine is too. This is like all the stuff that you had to have. Be prepared for a long and hot hike. I'm like, oh, doesn't sound like me. Difficult terrain. Carry a flashlight in case you get stuck out there in the dark. Watch out for toxic fumes, which will blow onto your path where you're walking. I don't know where they filmed Game of Thrones. No, the ground didn't shake at all. It's like Jurassic Park, right? Alright, so there's that. That's where the ocean entry is. That's where the steam from the lava entering the ocean is. But right now they said that you can't even see lava. All you see is the steam because it's crusted. Where the lava's been flowing, it's all crusted around it, so you can't actually see the hot lava right now. You have to wait for the shelf to break off. Once the shelf breaks off into the ocean, then you'll get what they call a fire hose effect, which is the lava like shooting out of the side, red hot lava. It's beautiful. Yeah, they do. Yeah, those people are definitely going to get toxic fumes on them. That's why I didn't go. I was like, what? Even driving down there, I'm like, why am I driving towards this? Like, you could tell it was blowing towards us. It was blowing our direction. And I'm like, what the heck are we doing here? We're all crazy tourists. So that's where I did the scope from after. When I drove back up, I did the that scope that I did up there. Wait, who's savage? Safety goggles, hard hat, and vest. Yeah, you needed like you needed a hat. You needed obviously sneakers. I had that, but you needed like long sleeves, massive amounts of water, and it was just like, who wants to do that alone? Who wants to go on that long of a hike alone? There's no service. I couldn't scope it. I was just like, dang. I don't even like hiking in general. Just call on Pele, right? It is beautiful, go. Totally beautiful. Oh, the three walking. Yes, yes. They are. They're savage. Sneakers for sneaking. Thanks for the super hearts, Tina. See if we have any other footage here. Why is this upside down? That's weird. Okay, well, that's weird. Let's see. 120530. Let's make some magic happen here. 120530. Where is that? What the heck? Down here. I'm so confused. I'm gonna have to flip this. It's gonna take a little while, I think. What is it? 3 minutes long? Okay. So, what else do we have? Anything else? The first file in the folder is loaded now. Okay, so that's my last video. I have to flip it. So I will bring myself back while we wait for that to happen. Hello. I moved the camera. Oh, my giant bottle of water. Light speed warp action. Look, dog. Jesse. Hello, baby. Oh, hello. Hello. Nope, can't see her. Look at her. She's like, don't film me. I don't like to be filmed. Well, they want to see you, though. You saw her face? Did I see her face? I see her face. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Your breath stinks. Thank you. That face. Nope, I don't live in Hawaii. Tonight is my last night on the island, actually. I'm like trying to keep her head over here. Like, no, don't turn, no. She's like, just scratch my butt. That's what I really want you to do. This is the dog I fell in love with. Brindle, oh yes. Yes. Hey, have a little walk. Yoda, geez, I need a car. Help a brother out. You gotta scope. You gotta scope positive content. That's what she loves. Lots of gray. In the dog. Oh, perfect. Yes. Okay. Parfait, as they would say in French. Let me see here. Is the movie loaded? Yes. So now we want to flip it. Rotate, rotate. Cool. I can probably just play it right from here. Yeah, I'll just play it right from here. That's cool. All right, so this is the lava tube, the Thurston lava tube. You're eating, oh, I missed that. Can somebody else comment so I can grab that last one and then we'll watch this video together? She grunted. She's like, ugh, you still doing that? No one wants to comment? You can just put a space or an emoji. Put anything. But I'm not going to be able to see that last comment if you don't say anything. Comment what? There we go. I'm eating my mobile data alive just to see this. Okay, I'll finish. This is the last one. All right, here we go. So this is the bridge into the lava tube. sun was in a really bad spot, but yep. So this is the tube. This is a cavernous tube that basically was formed by lava flow. Why is it so glitchy? That's annoying me. I don't know why it's like that. Holy comment delay? I'm sorry, I don't know why. You're eating your Wi-Fi that's unlimited? Me too. You didn't do this, Elsha? Honestly, it wasn't really that cool. And I was getting wet because it just like drips water onto you while you're in there. I was like trying to protect my phone. I'm like, don't get wet. I'm seeing yours, Katie. They must just be really delayed. We're almost done. I did see yours again. What do you mean? Yes, Katie, I see you saying Taylor. I see Abby saying bats. Cool, so I didn't miss anything. It doesn't seem like that much of a delay because me and Elsha are having a normal conversation. Lava tube so cool, I guess. I didn't think it was that cool. I'm not ignoring you. I can see all of you. Dusty. I'm not intentionally ignoring you anyway. Like I said, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I miss some comments. Hey, look, Elvis is in the building. And there's like big puddles on the ground you have to watch out for. It's hard to see because there's only like a few spotlights in here. Needed the ring light. Go out and back in to refresh the stream. Ah, did she say rusty? See, she can't see mine. Spiders alone would have kept me from entering that. You're brave. There was a king spider in the place I'm staying in last night. I'm not ignoring you, Renan. I'm glad you changed your name and picture back, though. I could not. I still am in shock that Cyanide sent us a picture of her hoo-ha. I'm never going to get over that. I'm just going to keep bringing it up in random moments like this. It's a cool bird song. Hey, Dee Dee. Yoda's not in here, Dusty. That would be your limit. What, the spiders? They don't bite. They're not poisonous or anything. Oh, you have another account, Brennan? Oh, so am I following this account? Yeah. That's weird. How did you convince me to follow that other account? Hoo-ha. Yeah, almost to daylight. Here we go. Danger, do not enter. Area closed. I like to end my videos on signs for some reason. Due to volcanic hazards. Alright, that's all we got. That's all, folks. Oh, do I want to save changes? Not right now. Too much work. Ain't nobody got time for that. I wonder if Taylor followed me. Yes, I do follow you, Wade. You can't ask me because I'm ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you, but I did just miss one of Katie's comments. Oh no, that's Nick. Nick and Katie are the same color. It's throwing me off. Maybe I was trying to ignore Nick, and instead I was ignoring Katie. Maybe that's the secret. Yes, my pleasure, Abby, my pleasure. So I was thinking about maybe doing some of this book, but at this point, I think the scope's probably gone long enough. We'll sit up. Yeah, we've been going about an hour, so I think that's good for one scope. Did she really show her hoo-ha? Yes. I can't see some of the comments. That's annoying. You're not blue. No, you're like orange or brown. Peach. You're peach. So, I'm going to go find some lunch. Maybe I'll scope it. What I'll probably do is read that book over lunch. So I don't know if I'll scope it or just read the book. But I will definitely... You've been waiting this whole time for the book? You're lying right now. Dusty, you're going to have to ask her yourself. Maybe she'll send it to you. Wait, that was real? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive. Those are her tattoos. Okay, enjoy your night too, Abby. Did she delete that? I mean, it's in a a Twitter message. No, I don't think that was a joke. I think the joke's on us. This guy's obsessed with saying hoo-ha pics. Why did she show us? Good question. Maybe because we were sending miscellaneous dick pics from Periscope followers. Like if someone from Periscope follows me and their profile picture is a penis, I send it to my friends. And she responded with that. Ed has it saved, just ask for it. Don't we all have it saved? Because it's not like the old Twitter messages go away. Brennan's like, I gotta check my Twitter. Maybe you do. On that note, now that we all know about cyanide's hoo-ha, we can cross that off the old bucket list. Thanks again. Wait, for what? For this or for the dick pics? Or for the hoo-ha? Introducing you to cyanide? I love how in the group chat for Flash's people, they were like sending all these weird like car washing things. It was like funny car washing things, and then it turned into like girls' boobs rubbing all over the cars. And Nick was like, "This is the best day ever." What Taylor does to her friends. Yeah, it's true love, you know. All three. Don't go for all of it. I'm not ready for you to go. Not ready for all of it. Good. Well, we can shout out. I don't know if Aaron's still here, but I did tell him that he gave another $10. So now, see what I said about how he's higher than Nick? See that? See how Nick is here and Aaron's here? Everyone else who's better than Nick? I'm just kidding. Oh, God. Oh, I really get myself sometimes. You hate seeing penis pictures? Me too. That's why I like to spread the love so that I'm not the only one who has to deal with it. You want to be in the group chat now? Hi, Dom. Katie, if you're not ready, then I'm going to start reading this book. And I know you love that. Nick, we need you to step it up. Just kidding. Katie gives items. She gave like a selfie stick and smartass, and she sends super hearts. So she doesn't actually do just like the sponsorship numbers. I fell in love with the dog. Yep. All you can see is her butt. Dusty. Oh, you're welcome, Tina. You're very welcome. Thanks for being here, and thanks for being so nice and awesome and sending super hearts. Ed, I'm young and broke. I was going to send her a basic sponsorship, but I don't want to be called out. Yoda's getting you a car. Oh, dear. What kind of car do you think costs $965? Do you want to read the book, Katie, or do you want to end the scope? Your choice. Katie's always in charge. It's way easier. It's nice having Katie's like the manager of Fem Yoga. She'll decide what content we're doing, when we're doing it, when we're stopping it. So I don't have to think. I just follow instructions. Ed said half his super hearts count for Nick too. A down payment on a Ford Focus. Oh, pickups. Damn it, I already sent it. You did? Especially this group. My eyes are still burning from some of the gifts you guys have given me. Maybe like the windows. I want a refund so I don't get called out. No refunds. Sorry, no refunds. Come again. Thank you. Come again. Hey, Solano. Just scope lunch. Okay. She's like, I don't want to read the book. All right. We're going to end this. Love. I feel like we should end this on the dog, right? Because the name of the scope. So if we can make this happen. Or we can just end it like this, and I'll get a lot of replay views. Okay. Oh, it's okay, Solano. Aloha to you, too. We're about to end this scope, but that's all right. I know I'm on a different time zone now, so it's been hard to catch me. This is hard. I love you, but this relationship is toxic. 25,000 followers. And with the half body. Get out of here, Dusty. Who invited you? Alright, I'm attached to the computer, so I can only go so far. And I keep wanting to read your comments, but... Okay. Wait, I can't end the scope from over here. Hang on. How am I going to do this? I feel like I'm going to block her head. Doggo. Yep. There we go. Well, you can see my head. You can kind of see my head. Who needs the head? Who needs the head? Yeah, you do need to follow cyanide. All right, I can't really see what's happening. No, don't leave. No, no, but I love you. It's a love-hate relationship. She's like, this girl's really annoying. Why she keeps following me around? Chesney, I thought we were in love. What just happened? She literally just went right over here. She was just like, no, I'm just gonna go over here. Alright, fine, I'll just end it like that. I don't have to be in it, it's fine. Oh wait, her head. Oh my god, why is she so good at making her head never in this? This is weird. This dog is like trolling me. I'm a dog troll. Oh my god, why is her head never in it? Oh my god. Alright, the dog is not gonna be the dog's not the thumbnail. We tried. You all witnessed me try quite hard and not succeed. So, let's just come back over here. We'll end the scope like this. Camera shot. Yes. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Now we got that beautiful plant in there. My head's chopped off. Yeah, I don't think she likes me. I thought she did, but maybe not. Maybe she only, she likes someone who plays hard to get. Yeah, I found this dog and I took it. No. She lives where I'm staying. Hi, baby. Okay. Dog is Taylor. Taylor's dude in orange shirt. That is the comment to the broadcast. Katie is talking about the guy who was trying to dance with me last night. And it's on video of him trying to come up and dance with me and me being like, moving away. Like, no. No, 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 no. That was hilarious. Katie, you are hilarious. I can't laugh too hard because my stomach's kind of like still full of beer, it feels like. So I'm going to go try to soak it up with some lunch. Here we go. Remember, you're all worthy of being loved, even the guy in the orange shirt, and feeling comfortable in your own skin. This has been another moment in time with Taylor. I also like the guy who was jumping. Was that the same guy? Whatever happened to the dude staring at your car? The dude staring at my car? Oh, the homeless guy? Nothing. Nothing happened with him. But there is a story from last night that I almost forgot to tell you guys. So, after our little excursion, after my phone died and everything, when I left, I love you too, Katie. When I left, I didn't want to drive right away because I'd been drinking and, I'm a responsible person. So I was like, let me just kind of chill. It was beautiful out. There was cool music coming from like some club not far away. So I was just listening to the music, sitting on a bench, just like chilling. And a guy pulled up in a truck and his window was down. He was like, hey, how are you doing tonight? And I got kind of creeped out by it. I will say, I felt like it was a pretty creepy vibe. And yeah, my phone really did die. It was a long night, but whatever. Then yeah, so well, no, there wasn't really there's not a lot. Okay, there is more, but whatever. Let's talk about it. So he pulls up and he's like, hey, how you doing tonight or something. Now, granted, I was sitting on a bench alone, just chilling. So maybe he thought I was a lady of the night. I don't know. That's kind of what my first impression was. Is this guy trying to pick me up right now? No. So I said, hi. I'm like, oh, I'm good. And I'm married. And he goes, what? What'd you say? I'm like, I'm married. And he was like, oh, okay. He's like, well, I'm a police officer. And he's like, so there's a police officer, but it was an unmarked vehicle. And no, I didn't mace him. He wasn't close enough. He was it wasn't the bench wasn't on the road. It was in this little park area. So he said he's a police officer, and what did he say? And I was like, oh, sorry, it's just, if I'm alone, I'm a girl, I'm alone, a guy pulls up, I don't know, I just assume that's what you're wanting, whatever. And then he was like, oh, he was kind of asking, oh, were you eating here? Because I was it wasn't far from the place that I had just been eating. He's like, yeah, did you have dinner here? And I was like, yeah, I did. And and I think he asked, what are you doing now or next or something like that. And I was like, I'm just hanging out here, and then I'm going to go back home after this. What? I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm sitting on a bench. I'm not doing anything. And yeah, no, it was scary, Katie. I still don't believe that he's a police officer. So he says as he pulls away, okay, well, I'll make sure you get home safe, and just drives away. And I'm like, that was weird. And I just could not shake that weird feeling of like, what kind of a police? No, I don't know. I don't know Hawaii. Maybe it's different. But like, he just pulled up to me. He was like, "Hey, how you doing tonight?" Like in a very hitting on me kind of way. It felt like. And then he said he made sure I was gonna get home safe. I didn't tell him where home was. I didn't tell him like if I was walking, driving, Ubering, anything like that. Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird. You did travel with me this time too. um, so I was like, what should I do? I was like a little worried about like going into my car and driving at that moment because I didn't know if he was like around watching me, if he was gonna come back, if he was gonna like try to follow me or anything weird. Like I don't know. Plus I did have some beers, and if he was a police officer, like I really need to sit on this bench a while before I go driving, you know? And yeah, Katie. Yeah, you definitely were right. You were right. Not everyone is that way. Not maybe, but I mean, how often do you pull up to a girl on the side of the road and like ask her how she's doing and not have sexual intentions with her? Just curious. Any guys want to answer that question? Feel free. Yeah, he said, I'll make sure you get home safe. I'm like, I'm not asking for your help. Like, there's this, as far as I can tell, it's not like a dangerous area. There's no one around. There was nothing going on. I'm just like, dude. I mean, it was like I said, there was like a club not that far away. It wasn't like a total, like in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, exactly. Nick's like, literally never. I've never done that. I've never just like, no, yeah, you're not a police officer either. We'll have to ask Lou. Lou used to be a police officer. I try to avoid pulling up to random strangers. Yeah, exactly. Especially girls that are alone. Like, that was just weird. So, yeah, pulled over. Yeah, exactly. So, I was like, what should I do? I want to sit here for a while longer, but it's like I'm alone and I just felt a little off, a little weird. So, it makes you look bad. Why does it make you look bad? Ed picks up a hooker, so his answer doesn't count. Trump is lifting the ban on equipping the police with military gear and weapons. Taylor, you are not allowed to travel alone anymore. We forbid it. Okay. And so I was like, okay, what should I do? What should I do? So I'm like, well, here's like this other guy, just some random guys walking down the street from that club. He's like walking down, and I'm pretty sure he's probably drunk, and he's just like walking, and I'm kind of keeping an eye on him because when you're alone and you're a female and you're small like me, and it's late at night and I've been drinking and all that, like you have to be really on your guard. So I was just keeping an eye on everyone, like I always do. This guy was not a threat. You know what I mean? Like the guy that pulled up felt like a threat. The dude that was walking was bigger than the dude in the car, and he was, well, I guess walking is like less of a threat than a guy in a car also. But I could tell he wasn't a threat because you know what? He didn't want to talk to me. He was like trying to make me feel safe, like he was very like he was on the opposite side of the road from me. Like he walked on that side of the road as far as he could get from me to be able to get to where he was going, like down the road. And I was like watching him. So when he looked up and we kind of made eye contact, I think I might have said hi. I think I did say hi first. And then he was like, hey, like very just hey, and kind of looked away and just kept on walking, like not interested in trying to have a conversation with me, approach me, anything like that. So he walked by me quite a ways, and I just was like, hey, I know this is kind of weird, but and he like he hears me talk, he comes over, he's like, what? And I was like, I feel like this guy probably thinks I'm trying to bring him into a trap. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to like get him over here. Someone's gonna jump him or something. But I was like, this guy just pulled up. I told him the story. I'm like, this guy pulled up. He said he was a police officer. He was like, was it a police car? I'm like, no. And he was like, and literally, so this guy sat, and he wouldn't sit next to me either. Like I was like, I'm like, I could tell you're not like trying to like do anything, and I just feel a little bit more secure with like someone here with me, so I'm not alone. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm a catfish, exactly. So, and he was like, yeah, that's cool. I don't, whatever. He's from Boston. Like we're chatting, and we talked for a while. Like we just sat there and talked for a while. And he was sitting on like the guardrail. Like he didn't want to get too close to me. And I kept being like, dude, I don't care. You can sit on this bench right next to me. Like, because I don't just assume all men are criminals or they're all gonna like try to do something. Like I feel like you can tell if someone is a threat or not. Now, not always. I'm not saying like there's no sociopaths that could trick me or trick anyone. but I was pretty sure this guy was probably fine. And he was just being so nice and so polite. And I was just like, dude. And so finally, like right at the very end, he did finally sit there for a little while. Um, and not everyone is bad. Exactly. Don't be sorry. I mean, that's a good thing. That's exactly the point that I'm making right now. So while me and that guy sat and talked for like, I don't know, probably like an hour, um, the guy in the car was probably Mr. Orange Shirt. No, he wasn't. It was a different dude. So we talked like for like an hour probably. And while we sat there and talked, that guy in the car, the police officer, drove by at least 2 or 3 more times, circling us and staring at us out the window. Like he would go around and he would have his head out the window looking at us. I was like, what the hell? It was so freaky. I was like, I am so grateful for this random dude walking down the street to be so nice, to just like hang out with me, just to make me feel safe. You know what I mean? Yeah. He kept driving around. Yeah, I told him it was him. I'm like, that's the guy right there. I swear to God. I'm like, that's the car. And then he went around like 2, 3 more times. And I was like, he didn't never said anything. He just stared at us. And the guy was like, well, that guy's staring at us. I'm like, that's the guy. That's the same dude. It kept going. It's the same truck. I mean, thank God I had a witness too, because I'm like, if I had been alone and that guy kept going around, oh, I got so freaked out. Yeah, he probably did think it was like, oh, her boyfriend's back or something like that, which is fine by me, you know? I mean, that's why I did it. So this is kind of like I love traveling alone, like I say, but this is kind of like a how to maneuver and how to navigate sensitive situations like that, like a creepy dude looking at you and driving around staring at you and stuff. Like, what the heck, that was really strange. And what I did is I basically found a friend. I like made friends with someone who was a decent sized dude that this other dude probably didn't really want to mess with. But imagine if I didn't stop that guy and have him sit with me and talk to me for a while, and the next time the guy came by, I mean, what would he have done? Like, I can't imagine. I don't even want to. So definitely always be aware of your surroundings and don't just assume everyone is good. The world is a scary place. And don't assume everyone's bad either, but always, especially when you're alone, no one's going to look out for you but you. You have to have your own back. You have to be aware of your surroundings, who's around, and what their vibe is, and what they're saying, what they're doing, how they're behaving, how they're looking at you, how they're talking to you. I mean, it's really, really, awareness is key when you're traveling. And just every day too. I mean, you're probably a lot more likely to get hurt in your own, in your own town because you're there so much more often. Yeah. So that was the story. I think that was it. There might have been more. And then, oh, for anyone who doesn't know, I got lost coming home last night because my car charger wouldn't work. So my phone wouldn't charge. I still haven't tested it to see if it's working. Like, I was like, am I like, is it because I drank? Like, I was like, I unplugged it from the charger port, like in the car, I plugged it back in, unplugged it from my phone, plugged it back in, and it would light up and it would just say 0%, like it wasn't taking any charge. And I'm like, what the heck do I do? So I finally just found like a gas station. Most of the gas stations were closed, like everything was closed. So I found a gas station finally that was open, and the girl was like, here, she like pulled up maps on her phone and we looked at it all. And when I got home, I was like praying to the gods of phone charging. I'm like, come on, come on. And I plugged it into my wall charger. Perfect. Charged perfectly fine. I was like, whew, it's the charger and not the phone. That would have been a hard rest of my trip to scope without a phone. So that was a happy ending too. I got a little bit lost trying to find my way home because I had no GPS, and I was like, I know it was only 2 miles, but I was like, I had it in my head that this one road was like, if you hit this road, you went too far. But it was actually, if I hit that road and then my street was like the next. So I kept stopping at that road and being like, oh God, like how am I not finding it? Turn around, go back, drive like 2 miles, go, or like a mile, I'm like, and I got all turned around. I'm like, I don't even know like how far I've gone at this point. And then I had to drive like, I don't know, like probably another 5+ miles just to find that gas station. And I was like, thank God for this gas station. I was like, when I saw that gas station, I was like, yes. It was sad how dependent on tech I am, but I didn't have like an actual road map. I only had like a map of the big island, but it doesn't have like all the little streets. So I don't know. But I did end up finding my way home, and then I woke up the house by coming home at like, it was like 1:30 in the morning, and the dog's barking, and I'm like, sorry, sorry, sorry. I'm like sneaking into the house in the dark. Um, At least if he was following you, you lost him. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, this guy's never gonna find me now. I was scared though, like, because I pulled over a few times to try to like see if I could get my phone to work. I was trying to see if I could find Wi-Fi with my iPhone because that's what saved me in Montreal when I got lost. Maybe it was meant to happen that way for a reason, maybe. Every time I pulled over, I was like a little bit wary of any car that would drive by. Like, I was like, this guy could just pull up behind me at any moment. And like the fact that he said he was a police officer, it's like, if he pulls up behind me, does he expect me to stop and not like drive away? I mean, no, unless you have lights, like actual police lights, like I'm not stopping. And even if he did, I would still be scared to stop. I'd still be like, are you really an undercover cop? I mean, you're in an undercover car, but you just approached me and told me you were a police officer. How does that make any sense? I'm just sitting on a bench. I'm not doing anything wrong. It doesn't say no loitering or anything. Hey Seth, hey Amy, T-Rex roar. Okay. But yeah, that was my story from last night. I think that's pretty much it. We had a lot of fun. You can watch the replays if you want. And yeah, that was pretty much the whole adventure until I got home. So yeah, thanks for reminding me to share that. Now that we got some extra time with my lovely Katie, now we're gonna go. This thing is taking forever to charge. God, all right, I'm gonna have to leave that behind for lunch. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, leave the windows up and ask for badge. Oh my God, I wouldn't even want him to get that close to my car. Maybe he thought you were working. That's what I said, Donna. That's why I said to him. I don't know if you were here for the beginning, but when he pulled up, he was like, "How you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm doing good. I'm also married." Like that was because I assumed that's what he was trying to pick me up, you know. And then he was like, "Oh." He's like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "I'm married," and he was like, "Oh, well, I'm a police officer," and I was like, "Okay, like why aren't you in a police car?" And like, why are you circling around staring at me like 5 times and saying that you're gonna make sure I get home safe when I had no concern about getting home safe until you came over and made that comment. You know what I mean? It was very strange. It was very strange. I wouldn't be surprised if he's an actual predator. That people like that exist, you know? I mean, maybe I've watched too much TV, but it doesn't happen often. I'm not trying to make people afraid of something that's not super common. It doesn't happen very often, but people do get taken. You know what I mean? And you don't know where they are, and who it's going to be, so you have to be aware. And it definitely struck me as like a situation in which he was definitely like scoping me out for some reason. Yeah, trust your instincts. Thank you, Donna. I will, and I did. Horn, guitar, piano, violin, police cars, etc. I don't know what you're talking about, Amy, but I'm going to go because I'm really hungry. I'm going to go get some lunch. And remember, you're all worthy of being loved and feeling comfortable in your own skin. This has been another Moment in Time with Taylor. Thank you guys for watching and hanging around. I know this is kind of a long scope. Definitely check out the replay if you haven't already seen what we just went over, because I shared a bunch of footage from yesterday and the day before. This has been another Moment in Time with Taylor. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon.